Hello, students. This is your weekly video lecture. As you know, we were supposed to be at our school sites today. Hopefully that worked out for all of you. I know that there might have been some where it didn't, but hopefully it did. So this week, we are just observing and assisting our mentor teacher. You might have already been able to give your assessment. If you could, that's great. If not, hopefully you were able to at least talk with your teacher about it and get a plan going for assessing a small group. And then next week, we'll talk about math as well as planning our lesson. We're going to do both of those. But this week, we do have something due. And so you can see it says Weebly Workshop and Writing Time. We do have something due, and that's our Weebly ELA and Literacy page. And your reflection and artifact have to be included in that. So I wanted to go over that. I know we've talked about it in the past, but I want to go over it and show you where you're going to turn it in so that you know exactly what you're supposed to do. Okay, so hopefully you are seeing everything that I'm seeing here. And you are to go to your Weebly, log in, and remember when I click right here, it's going to take me to the outside of my page. This is what everybody else sees. It's not the inside. So I want to go back to the Weebly dashboard and click Edit Site. And once I get in here, this is where I can make changes. Okay, so notice all the pages that I have developed here, and you want to add these as well. I showed you how to do this in class, but I'll remind you again, you would click on pages and hit this plus. That's how you make a new page. But we're going to focus on building today. Okay, so over here on build, you'll have the choice to add things, remove things, edit things. And so we're going to talk about our home page, our About Me, and then we're going to talk about the English because those are the ones that should be done by now. Okay, so on your home page, it's totally up to you if you want to combine this with your About Me. A lot of people do that. That's totally fine. Some people just use images. Some people put a little bio and a picture of themselves. Other people save that for the About Me. It's up to you. So you want to have some order to your page so that people know where to find things, but I think it's fine to separate it. It's also fine to combine it. So your About Me can be included on the home page. So let's say I have my section picked out where I want to put this stuff. I need a picture of myself. And I know a lot of people kind of hesitate and they don't really like the idea of putting a picture online on a website, but you have to have a picture because if you don't, people will not necessarily automatically know it's you. Okay, remember you want to use this as a portfolio, so if someone's interviewing you, they're going to be interviewing lots of people and you're one in dozens probably. So you want to stand out, and if they do take the time to look at your portfolio, you want them to see your picture and remember who you were. So you want to have a picture. You want to have one already picked out and saved to your computer. So I'm going to click on this green box here, and there's my picture that I picked out. This was actually a bigger picture that someone took of me in a restaurant, so I had to crop it. And so you might want to make sure that you do that. You don't want a picture of you, eating or drinking a beer or something like that. So you want to crop it so that it's just your face or just a simple picture of you with not a lot of distractions. So this picture's fine. It's kind of blurry and it's too big. So I'm going to resize it. Take my mouse and go to the corner and make it a little bit smaller. That's good. And then down here, you would want to add some kind of text that has some biography about you. Okay, so I would put a paragraph or two saying about maybe something about being a liberal studies major, et cetera, et cetera. Talk about when you graduate, some of the experience you have. Consider this like your little mini resume, okay? That part should be easy. I know it's kind of, people dread it, but it shouldn't be hard. You just put the same kind of stuff you put on your resume. What's your experience? What's your degree in? What classes did you take? What was your option? When did you graduate? What kind of job are you looking to do? Why do you want to be a teacher? Stuff like that. Okay. Now, you can choose if you want to put your philosophy paper on your liberal studies page, or you can put it on your home page, or you can put it on your about page. Doesn't really matter as long as it's on here somewhere. I would suggest you put it either on your About Me or your liberal studies. Okay, so you should have that done already. I am not going to grade it till the end, but just pick a spot and put it on there because then you won't forget later because it's not something we're going to spend a lot of time on, but it definitely needs to be there. So go back and find your philosophy of education essay, make sure you have it prepared and upload it. Okay, so let's say this is where I want to put it, but I don't like the layout of this because it's got a weird picture of food, so I want to change that. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this, hit delete, and let's say I want to edit the background. I don't like that, and I can just pick a color. It doesn't have to be, you know, there. I can just make it like this nice dark red color. It doesn't have to be a picture. Okay, so let's say I do that. Great, that's done. And then I can put something on top of it, such as a title or a picture or text. And if I chose text, okay, now I have the choice of I can copy and paste my philosophy paper right here in paragraph form, or I can choose to come over here and I can find the document file right here, and I can just add the file itself if I wanted to. I can also go to this document and it will make it as a box so people can read it as a Word document or PDF. So it's up to you which you choose, but put your philosophy paper on there somehow, okay? The last thing you must have done is your English page. And I think most of you already do because we talked about this before. But you want to have English or literacy or ELA and literacy, however you want to call it, clearly labeled. You want to have a reflection and an artifact. The artifact needs to be a paper, a test, a project, something that you have done. And if you don't have anything, then feel free to put your lesson plan because that is a literacy lesson plan. You can use that. Your reflection is 1 to 3 paragraphs of you talking about how you were prepared to teach this as a teacher. How are you going to be a good language arts teacher? How did you become prepared? Describe your experience in this field. What kind of courses did you take? Describe what this artifact is. So as people look at your portfolio, what am I looking at here? Now, I just put a sample paper. This isn't a real one, but you would put one of your own, of course. Okay, so those are the things that should be done by now. And by the end of our course, you're going to have at least one thing in your math section. And then I'm not going to focus on these, but I highly suggest you figure out something you can put in your science and social studies. All of us have something we can dig up to go find and update an artifact and a reflection on there. Okay, so now once I've got that, I want to go back to the Weebly dashboard. So I'm going to close it right here. Okay, and now that I'm here, I want the URL. I cannot go to edit to get the URL. That will not work. Okay, that will take me to the back end and I will not be able to open it that way. So I need to come here to the front end. This is what everybody else sees. And you'll see that if I went here to liberal studies, there's the changes I made. I changed that picture to a red box. Okay, so this is my page. Got all my sections. There's my picture that I changed. Okay, so now I want to go to the home page. And right up here at the top in this bar, the address bar, I want to highlight that. Okay, and if it doesn't highlight by me clicking on it, I want to drag my mouse and highlight it. And then I'm going to copy, right click and copy. And then I'm going to come to Blackboard. Okay. And here on Blackboard, you should be able to find this Weebly check. I'm going to go back and show you how to get there though. From the content page, you can go to assignments. And then you can go to Weebly portfolio. And there it is, Weebly check. I'm going to click here. It's going to say write submission, browse computer, browse course. I don't care about any of that. All I'm going to do is click in this comment box right here. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to paste. And that should paste. Oh, it didn't work. Let's try it again. Well, this is a real reality of technology, right? Sometimes things don't work. Let's try it again. So I've got my URL. Copy. And then I want to come here and I want to paste it. There it is. And that is all you need to do. Once you've got your URL there, you submit and it is turned into me. Okay. So that's all you need to worry about. It's not working for me because I'm not an actual student, but on your end, it should work when you hit submit. And I will be able to click on your link and I will be able to award you the 10 points for creating your Weebly and having the literacy page done and something about yourself with a picture. Okay, that's about it. I hope you had a good time visiting your school site and I hope you use the next couple days of time to yourself to work on this Weebly, and please be in touch with me if you need some help. I'll be in my office tomorrow morning. If you need any support with that, you can stop by. All right, have a good evening.